Amy Chandik Kundinger, your MC and host for this year's State of De Pere presentation. For the last 7 years, I've proudly represented District 1 in our fine city. I'm delighted to be with you tonight in this incredible auditorium in the middle of our vibrant downtown. Now, if you're a regular here, you know we do a little group activity, and this year is no different. So first we're going to start with, by a show of hands, is it your first time here tonight? Fantastic, look at that. I'd say that's about a 40-60 split, which is fantastic. That means word of mouth is working. Lots of you are coming back, and lots of you are here for the first time. In fact, I think this is a record-breaking crowd tonight, so thank you for joining us. If you are a returner, you know that we do a little class participation activity. I hope you have all studied up on De Pere ordinance codes, right? No? Okay, just kidding. We're going to do something much simpler than that. I want you to take a second and introduce yourself to someone next to you. And the topic is something like a memory or a favorite spot in De Pere. So a couple things for me, I'm going to share for myself. Getting health tech's wardrobe staples with my mom at the Lee store. Do you remember that? And if I was really good, I would get a lip smacker in the little tins, you know, that you could pull back the lid. That was super cool. Now, if you're a proud Gen Xer like me, you have to dig way back into the archives, and this was just a microscopic little piece of time here. But how many of you remember dancing the night away at the Limelight? Right? Crisscross will make you jump, right? Yes. Yeah, that was where I was at. It probably was like 2 years that lasted. And one of my fondest memories is eating at De Pere's riverfront dining experience. Do you remember? Dad, I gave you some time to think about this. Do you remember?
It was the fast food.
Hardee's, you guys, this was where it was at. Chicken sandwiches, and you could get your Yogi Bear glassware completed. Full circle, total one-stop shop. Tonight, you're going to hear how De Pere is upgrading that riverfront dining experience. So go ahead. This is the class participation part. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Give a memory, favorite spot, and we'll come back together in a minute or two. Okay, let's bring it back. I'm guessing we had no shortage of fun memories and things to share, special spots. Yay, you guys got very good. Nice job. So just as in previous years, I know that encouraging this fabulous crowd to get back into order is a risky endeavor, and it really reflects the strength of our community. As per usual with this event, we have a very meaty agenda, as you saw on the screen earlier. It is literally packed with De Pere protein. Starting off with a much-deserved thank you, the entities on the screen partner to bring you today's update in a cohesive and concise format. Please join me in thanking each and every one of these organizations for their support in making today possible. As you saw in the intro, there is a lot to cover tonight, and we're going to be good stewards of your time. So I'll pop up after each speaker is introduced to introduce the next to keep us going. Starting first with this gem of a venue, the Mulva Cultural Center showcases the finest traveling exhibits in the world. I know it's a bit back, but the sharks is still my favorite. That one with the circular teeth, thing of nightmares. It is truly incredible that these experiences happen right here in the heart of De Pere. We are incredibly grateful the State of De Pere is again hosted here tonight. So to formally begin our program, I would like to introduce Chet Lamers, the Executive Director of Operations at the Mulva Cultural Center. Chet's leadership has been instrumental in positioning the center with exciting exhibits and engaging shared community experiences. Chet's favorite spot in De Pere is the Lookout Pier, where all the locks are attached to the railing, a perfect spot to take in both our downtown riverbanks, especially during a sunset. Please join me in welcoming Chet to the podium.
Thank you, everyone. We are delighted to host once again, and so awesome to see everybody in the crowd here tonight. I get to tell you a little bit about the exciting things that are coming this next year here at Mulva Cultural Center. We're excited to be heading into a vibrant season filled with new experiences, meaningful connections, and opportunity to gather as a community, just like tonight. This summer, we're especially looking forward to hosting a new exhibit called Cowboys, History and Hollywood, opening here in June. It's a dynamic exhibition that explores the legacy and storytelling of the American West. And we'll be kicking it off with a special opening reception you won't want to miss. I'm told we will actually have horses here. We're also excited to be part of Downtown De Pere Fridays, connecting with community in a new, engaging way throughout the season. Please come join us for one of those events. If you haven't visited yet, I'd love to remind you that admission to Mulva Cultural Center is now complimentary, always free. Whenever you're stopping in for a quick visit or spending the afternoon exploring, there's always something to discover. Right now in our atrium, you can experience Facing the Inferno, the wildfire photography of Carrie Greer. It's a powerful and timely exhibition that invites reflection on the growing impact of wildfires and what it means for communities around the world. We're also continuing to expand our culinary experiences in a new and exciting way. We've shifted toward partnering with talented local chefs and caterers, including the Runaway Spoon, your caterer for tonight, and Chef Tony Phillips. This allows us to offer unique, high-quality dining experiences that are deeply connected to our region and community. For example, we will be hosting a cowboy-themed Preefy dinner this June designed to complement the cowboy exhibit. We also have an upcoming event, the Judgment of Paris 50th Anniversary Wine Dinner. Well, we hope you'll join us for that, in partnership with Stag's Leap Wine Cellars, bringing together storytelling, history, and exceptional food and wine in one experience right here. For our members, these experiences go even further. Membership offers access to exclusive opportunities like our Hebrew Marbling Design Your Own Bandana workshop, early access to special dining events, and invitations to moments like our opening reception coming up. It's a way to feel more connected to everything happening here at the center. You can also find us in the community. We'll proudly be at the De Pere's Farmers Market this season, and we're always looking for ways to collaborate. Speaking of collaboration, as we continue to grow, we're excited to partner more with local businesses and the De Pere Chamber. If you have ideas or are interested in working together, we'd truly love to connect. Thank you again for being here tonight. We are pleased to have you here. Enjoy your evening.
So I MC every year now, and this is the first year they gave me a chair. Do you see how well I listen to directions? But I'll do it next time, promise. Thank you, Chet. You have me planning my next, yeah, we even had a rehearsal and everything. It's just, wow. Next up, brief words from tonight's sponsor, Community First Credit Union, which has helped not only make this event possible, but has generously supported each and every state of De Pere since its inception in 2018. Brent Jensen is the VP Senior Lending Officer for Community First Credit Union. Brent loves how De Pere has grown and evolved while maintaining its small town charm and friendly feel. Please join me in welcoming Brent to the stage.
Well, thank you, and good evening. Yeah, it's hard to believe it's been 8 years already, but it's great to see so many people. Community First is honored to continue as the lead sponsor for the state of De Pere this evening, bringing the community together once again in this amazing venue. Tonight, we all have the privilege of hearing more about what is happening now and what is next in this vibrant community. As a financial cooperative built on the philosophy of people helping people, we admire and celebrate the collaborative nature of so many who are committing to creating connections, opportunities, and vitality in De Pere. Of course, we're all about providing the best products and services to our customers and being your primary financial partner, but we believe we have an obligation to be so much more than the place you do your personal and business banking. We believe it is our responsibility to engage with nonprofit, economic development, and civic partners to continue to enhance the communities our members call home. In 2025, we provided nearly $3 million in financial support And our employees shared more than 25,000 hours volunteering their time and talents. Without a doubt, we know that when we work together to invest in our communities, we all benefit. If you attended the State of De Pere in the past, you've heard us talk about Meraki. It is our one word, and it means to do something with soul, creativity, and love. You usually don't hear that from bankers. To leave something of yourself into your work. We believe in putting Meraki into every transaction, every relationship, every strategy for success, every day. It's intangible, but you know it when you feel it. And we feel it here in this community and here tonight in this partnership with the City of De Pere, definitely De Pere, the De Pere Chamber of Commerce, and the Mulva Cultural Center, with all of you. On behalf of our more than 160,000 member owners, we're honored to be among you tonight and look forward to hearing more about and being part of what's ahead for De Pere. Thank you.
Thank you, Brent, for Community First Credit Union's continued support and engagement in both our community and today's State of De Pere address. Transitioning to city updates, I am pleased to introduce President and CEO David Vander Bloomen from the De Pere Chamber of Commerce. David's tidbit to share with us is both a spot and a memory. He has fond memories of fishing and studying for St. Norbert's finals with his girlfriend and now wife at the Brown County Fairgrounds. I'm sure you guys covered many subjects. Please come on up to the podium.
I was not a good student at St. Norbert. I enjoyed beer way more than school. Sorry, Mom. But I got an A on that history exam, so I figured I'd keep her around a little bit. So, good evening. Truly an honor to stand before you tonight here at the State of De Pere. Thank you again to Mayor Boyd for the invite. Thank you to our elected officials, business leaders, community partners, and residents for also being here. I also want to make sure I thank our team for being here as well as our volunteers. She's going to hate me for doing this, but our member services assistant, or my chief sanity officer, as I like to call her, Tamara Donahue, has a birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday, Tamara. When I talk to others around the state about our amazing community, I always say that De Pere is more than a city. It's a community defined by vision, collaboration, and a shared commitment to building something even better for the generations that will follow. As president and CEO of the De Pere Area Chamber, I am incredibly proud to share that the Chamber is stronger, more engaged, and more forward-looking than ever before. In just the past year, we have continued to grow our membership, moving closer to the national average for communities of our size. But more importantly, we have grown with purpose. Today, we are embracing our role not simply as De Pere's chamber, but as a regional chamber. While our roots will always remain firmly planted here, our reach, our partnerships, and our impact continue to expand across the greater region. We are building bridges between communities, businesses, and people, while preserving the close-knit spirit that makes De Pere so special. That spirit of connection has guided everything that we do. We have intentionally expanded our programming and event offerings to ensure there is truly something for everyone at a variety of times and in a variety of formats. Whether someone is an early morning networker, a lunchtime learner, or someone who prefers evening engagements, we want every member and every resident to find a place to connect. Because at the heart of our mission are two simple but very powerful words: community and connection. Those words drive every decision we make. We are not just focused on connecting businesses to opportunity, we are equally committed to connecting businesses to people, people to one another, and our chamber to the broader community that we are privileged to serve. One of the most significant changes we made this year was transitioning to a new tiered membership investment model. We moved away from the traditional fair share structure based solely on employee count. In its place, we created a more modern, flexible model that better reflects the needs of today's businesses. This new approach offers meaningful value at every level, serves the member who wants to be involved in everything, the business that may not always be able to attend but still needs visibility and exposure, and the organization seeking highly curated opportunities to connect with the right people. It's a model built around choice, value, and impact. We have also reimagined one of our networking traditions. Our after hours business mixer has evolved into the after hours community mixer. This is no longer just a business event. It's a community gathering, families, children, grandparents, business professionals, and neighbors all coming together to share experiences. In January, we enjoyed an unforgettable evening with puppies and kitties at the Humane Society. And next Monday, we're going to gather at Midwest Super Speedway for an exciting evening of indoor go-karting, and it's free. We also ended our sandwich session series and introduced our new invitation-only Focus Forum lunch series. These intimate gatherings allow leaders to engage in deeper, more meaningful conversations around the issues that matter most, from workforce challenges to economic development and strategic growth. This past year has also been one of celebration. We have hosted an incredible number of ribbon cuttings, welcoming new businesses, honoring expansions, and celebrating important milestones for long-standing members. Every ribbon cut represents more than a business achievement. It represents confidence in De Pere, investment in our future, and belief in our community. 2 weeks ago at our annual Awards and Celebration Gala, we were honored to recognize the 2 inaugural inductees to the new De Pere Area Business Professionals Hall of Fame. Joe Cerrugi and McKim Boyd were both there to accept that honor, and it was amazing to celebrate all those 2 have done for our community, literally over generations. Their name and likeness will adorn our chamber office as a testament to their dedication and passion to our beloved De Pere. We also recently started conversations to convene our larger local employers to engage in thoughtful roundtable discussions around workforce, housing, talent recruitment and retention, and childcare. These are not just business issues. They are community issues, and they require collaborative solutions. Through our Chamber Foundation, we have formally established 5 key pillars that are going to guide our work and our impact as a chamber: community, youth, faith, women in business, and veteran-owned businesses. Each of these pillars reflect who we are and what we value. Nicole Poley, our Director of Engagement, is leading an exciting new initiative called Lead Her. It's designed to support women both professionally and personally. It's going to be a space for mentorship growth and authentic connection. We're hoping for a July launch for this. We are also advancing a county-wide initiative to recognize veteran-owned businesses with commemorative plaques throughout Brown County. It is a meaningful way to honor those who have served our nation while continuing to serve our communities through entrepreneurship. I'm also going to be working to create a Century Club that will recognize and honor our local companies that have been in existence for more than 100 years. I'm happy to be working alongside Tina and definitely De Pere to lead our West Side downtown businesses through a large upcoming DOT construction project that the mayor is going to speak about a little bit more shortly. The program that we're leading is called In This Together, and it's introduced by the DOT as a way for businesses to combine ideas, space, and resources to ensure that their clients and public visitors are aware of their continued hours of operation, parking, and all sorts of other information that will happen during construction. We're working to obtain funding resources as well to provide grants for our members within the district. I'm also excited that our chamber will be working with Jenny Chevalier and NeighborWorks Green Bay to bring Good Neighbor Week to De Pere. We did a simple pilot project last year on the east side by staining a wheelchair ramp and painting our front porch area for a disabled resident, and it was met with tremendous support. We're excited to add De Pere to the list of communities that NeighborWorks Green Bay has been working with for multiple years now, and we'll be on the heels of Habitat for Humanity's Rock the Block event as well, which is a perfect complement to continue helping our residents in need. Our Good Neighbor Week will be taking place October 5th through the 9th, and the application deadline was just moved back to be May 15th. If you know somebody that would like some improvements to their home, you can do the application on the NeighborWorks Green Bay website. And perhaps one of the most exciting announcements for our future, this July, we're going to be launching a capital campaign to build a brand new home for the De Pere Area Chamber. This project is about far more than office space. Our vision is to create a true community hub, a place that fosters entrepreneurship, supports small retail startups, provides gathering spaces, encourages innovation, and offers opportunities for students from St. Norbert College and beyond. It will also serve as a genuine visitor center for the greater De Pere region. We are thrilled to be partnering with the Winston Group and working closely with the city of De Pere as this vision takes shape. And of course, the year ahead is filled with tremendous opportunities to gather, celebrate, and make an impact. On June 19th, we'll be hosting our second annual Fairways for Veterans and Youth golf outing out at Hilly Haven. And this is a partnership with the De Pere VFW. All proceeds go to support veterans' unmet needs and our youth initiatives. The very next day, Art in the Park returns to Voyager Park, where we anticipate welcoming 4,000 to 5,000 attendees for a day of art, music, food, and family fun. Then on August 4th, we'll be hosting our 17th annual Chamber Golf outing at Mid-Valley. And on October 2nd, we are excited to introduce our first ever Haunted Hustle. It's going to be a Halloween-themed 5K run and walk, also at Voyager Park. Finally, I'm thrilled to offer a brief preview of something very special being worked on for early 2027. In partnership with Insight Publications, we are exploring the launch of the Golden Hands Awards, honoring the frontline workers and first responders who serve communities across Northeast Wisconsin. We are excited to share more details as we determine how to best recognize the important work of our regional healthcare community. Our De Pere business community is thriving. Our partnerships are deepening. Our vision is bold and our future has never been brighter. At the De Pere Area Chamber, we believe our greatest role is not simply to support business, but to strengthen community, to create connections, to inspire growth, and to ensure that De Pere remains not only a wonderful place to do business, but an extraordinary place to live, work, and belong. Thank you for your continued partnership, your trust, and your commitment to this incredible community. The best is truly yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you, David, for the, well, he's so much taller than me, my goodness. Thank you, David, for the chamber update. Next, we welcome Executive Director Tina Quigley from downtown De Pere. Tina has many fond memories of spots around De Pere, specifically downtown. The sweet smells of Rodin's candy store, claiming a coveted top spot on one of the games at the arcade, bonfires at Legion Park. Apparently this was a thing. I don't recommend doing it now. Marty, I'll find you.
Voyager Park.
Well, regardless, any park. Having, then it's okay, yeah. And riding bikes to Shopco after hours to hold shopping cart races in the parking lot. Also not recommended by Chief Morosky. These are really great memories, fun things that she shared with us. Tina, come on up and give us your update.
Thank you, Amy. I'm sure there are others in the audience that share those same memories. At least I hope. So good evening, everyone. It's really amazing to see you all here tonight. Thank you for being here and for being a part of what makes this community so special. Before I begin, I want to recognize the people behind our work. At Definitely De Pere, we are supported by a dedicated board of directors and a small but incredibly impactful team. I'd like to acknowledge our program manager, Kendall Dworak, and our new events manager, Samantha Benson, whose work truly helps bring so much life to downtown De Pere. We're also fortunate to have volunteer committees made up of business owners, downtown residents, and community members who give their time, their ideas, and energy to shape our district. This perspective, their passion are really a big part of what makes downtown so vibrant. As a nationally recognized Main Street program, our work is guided by 4 key pillars: economic vitality, design, promotion, and organization. And when these pieces come together, you see it in the energy downtown, you experience it in the people and places that bring it to life. Downtown is thriving. It's growing and continuing to evolve. Over the past year, we've continued to see steady growth, maintaining a vacancy rate far under 5%, which is a very strong indicator of a healthy and active downtown. We're especially proud of the new businesses choosing downtown, each one bringing new energy, new ideas, and a new opportunity to our community. These entrepreneurs are choosing De Pere, and that says something. As you'll hear later, that growth and investment continue to shape the future of downtown in exciting ways. Our events continue to play a major role in that momentum. In 2025, we produced 14 signature events across 40 event days, welcoming over 55,000 attendees downtown. And behind so much of this work are the people who show up to make it happen. 165 volunteers who contributed their time, energy, and passion throughout the year. Those numbers reflect a downtown people are choosing to invest in, spend time in, and be a part of. And this year, we're excited to build on that momentum with 2 new events. The first is the Alley Night Market, a celebration of creativity that transforms our downtown alleyways into vibrant, immersive gathering spaces filled with art, live music, food, and unexpected performances. Visitors are invited to stroll through 2 blocks of activated space, discovering artists, music, and pop-up moments along the way, while enjoying offerings from local restaurants. The second is our Makers Market, showcasing local artisans, handcrafted goods, and the incredible talent of artists and makers from throughout the region. This open-air market will bring together 100 artisans, vintage curators, and specialty food vendors, creating a dynamic and engaging downtown experience. Visitors can browse handmade goods, discover unique finds, and enjoy interactive activities and music throughout the day. These events reflect where we're headed, creating experiences that are not only fun, but authentic to who we are as a community. And speaking of who we are, this year marks an important shift. You'll begin to see us transition from definitely De Pere to downtown De Pere. This isn't just a name change, it's a move to create greater clarity and connection. When people hear downtown De Pere, they immediately understand who we are, what we represent, and where we're focused. Downtown isn't just a collection of businesses. Downtown is where people gather, connect, and spend time together. It's where community happens. You see that in the projects we brought forward this past year, like the Urban Forest Walkway, which creates a space for people to slow down, connect, and experience downtown in a different way. We're also finding ways to connect people to the story of De Pere. Our self-guided historic walking tour highlights the architecture and early history of our downtown, and we are exploring ways to expand that through additional programming, printed materials, guided experiences, and new ways to bring these stories to life. At the end of the day, success isn't measured in numbers, it's measured how people experience this place. Do they feel welcome? Do they stay longer? Do they come back? And that's what we're working towards every single day. And what gives me confidence in this is we're not doing this alone. The strength of downtown De Pere comes from the people in this room and far beyond it. So, as we look ahead, our focus remains clear: to create a downtown that is welcoming, vibrant, and built for connection. A place where people don't just visit, but where they feel like they belong. Because downtown is more than a destination, it's something we shape together. And as we step into this next chapter as downtown De Pere, we do so with purpose and a deep appreciation for this community. Because this isn't just a name, it's a place people care about, a place people choose, and a place we're continuing to build together. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. Those are a ton of exciting updates happening in our downtown. So before our final speaker, a few housekeeping things to make you all aware of. There was a table at the top right when you were walking in. There is a magnet with all of the city's summer happenings happening. Make sure you grab that. There is also a Discover Downtown De Pere brochure and a visitor residence guide, and then my personal favorite, stickers. So grab all that you want, grab more, bring some for friends. Lots of good things to, I can't possibly remember everything that was mentioned here today, and many of the things are touched on in these marketing pieces. After the mayor concludes his remarks, you're reminded that we all should hang out in the atrium to enjoy some food and company. If you're interested in having a tasty beverage, we can cover that too, as long as you have your credit card. This event is recorded. It will be available on the city's website and posted on social media. And our goal with State of De Pere is to leave you with increased excitement and knowledge for our mighty fine city. Plan on coming back next year and bringing folks along to share the pride and momentum. Now on to our closer for tonight's event. Mayor Boyd was elected mayor of De Pere in April 2020, following his time on De Pere's Common Council. Born and raised right here, he's as De Pere as it gets. He attended Notre Dame Grade School, De Pere High School, St. Norbert College, and is also a former teacher at the Unified District of De Pere. James has endless favorite spots and memories of De Pere. A few from childhood include hanging out at the sulfur dump. That's now Voyager Park, yes, now Voyager Park. It's likely, at that time, probably a condemned environmental hazard, but that's okay. It's a cool spot to hang out. Hanging out at the Lee store, because apparently in the summer, this was where it was at because it was one of the few places in the city that had AC. And then in the basement, there was a glass soda machine that gave you 10-ounce Pepsis, and that was pretty cool. And then this one cracks me up. At 2 a.m., they would go to Ford's Bakery and knock on the back door, and they would give the kids fresh bread right out of the oven. I don't know, between you and Tina, your parents never knew where you were, did they? No. All right, please join me in welcoming Mayor James Boyd to the podium for this year's State of the Address.
Okay, seriously, how many of you De Pere residents did not go to Ford's Bakery in the morning at 2 a.m. to get your fresh baked bread or whatever it was? That was very popular at the time. It's been pretty exciting the past year and a half or so in De Pere, and really actually just in the last couple of days. So let's get moving here right now. Good evening. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be here with all of you tonight. I'd like to thank our event partners, Deep Area Chamber of Commerce, definitely De Pere, and Community First Credit Union for helping make this event possible. Thanks to Amy for once again serving as our MC. How about a big hand for Amy? And of course, thanks to all of you to go on what Amy had said. This is a record. 220, I believe, signed up. So the previous record, I think, was probably, 170-ish ballpark. So you shattered the record. Give yourselves a hand, everybody. Congratulations. You really get nothing for that other than a clap, so I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks to all of you business leaders, residents, city staff. We have a good chunk of alderpersons here, local media, honored guests, for taking time to join us tonight so we can talk about all things De Pere. We're grateful to hold this event in the beautiful Mulva Cultural Center and appreciate their support as well. I do want to recognize some special folks in the audience tonight as well, too. Joining us, we have County Executive Troy Streckenbach. Troy, you want to wave everybody here? Thank you. We have our current city manager, Kim Flum. Kim, you want to raise your hand or stand up or something? Yeah. She's in the way back. Yeah, she's hiding as usual. Now, a lot of stuff we have going on here has been formed over, many, many years. It just doesn't happen overnight. We have an incredible organization and people that worked with the organization prior. And one person that led the organization for many years is here tonight. Former city administrator, city manager, Larry Delo. Larry, stand up, wave. I won't let you go. Yeah, you better. And another longtime person that served the city for many, many years, my predecessor, Mayor Mike Walsh. Mayor, you want to stand, please? Now, in all fairness, Mike Walsh is a +1 because his wife, Sue, was actually the honored guest tonight. So thank you, Mike, for being here. Thank you, Sue, especially for being here and bringing Mike with you. I'm going to make a couple comments, and some of these people don't know what I'm going to do here. But first of all, this event is not possible without it's a huge event. Without the back scenes work done by a few people making this thing happen. It's going to be Amy Darnick, it's going to be Stephen Plakin, and Andy Pansloff. Would you guys wave and give these people a hand for putting this together? This literally takes months out of their lives. They're going on vacation, I believe, for 2 weeks next week, or probably starting tomorrow to catch up on sleep. I'm going to throw one thing in here that they don't know about as well, and because of that, there's no pictures behind me. But I'm gonna bring this up right now. Before I move on, and they don't know I'm doing this, I also want to compliment this group on a significant achievement. Chances are most of you get your DPeer updates from social media. If you don't know social media, I don't know why you're here. We have always known that this group puts out amazing City of De Pere content and information. And that platform is very, very popular. But now we have real data to back that up. Last week, the City of De Pere reached 20,000 followers on Facebook on its main municipal account. That's a great thing, but just hold on. Becoming just the 6th city in Wisconsin to hit that milestone out of 124 communities we've tracked over the past 8 years. Among all Wisconsin communities with populations of 30,000 or fewer, De Pere is currently the most followed community on Facebook. How about a big hand? Yeah, this is incredible. For context, the average population of the state's 20 most followed cities is more than 61,000. The only cities with larger Facebook followings in Wisconsin currently are Madison, Appleton, Green Bay, Waukesha, and West Bend. I mean, that's just incredible company. And if you're wondering what some of our most popular DPeer Facebook posts are, I thought I would share the top 2. Okay, are you ready for this? I should have you guess, but I won't do it. Coming in at number 1 with 400,000 likes on Facebook, City of De Pere's Facebook account, the video featuring the sturgeon. That was a couple weeks ago. 400,000. Don't clap. All right, that's a lot of people. Number 2 at 225,000 likes, the famed pelicans photo. Again, a couple weeks ago. You're gathering a theme here. Birds and fish and animals do quite well. And just for fun, let's check out the least popular DPeer post. Coming in at dead last with 57 likes and 2 shares, one by me. The State of De Pere video promo featuring the mayor supporting State of De Pere. Yep, I was dead last. Thank you. You can, yeah. And that you're going to clap for. All right. So a note to Andy and Steven and everyone else next year. When we do my promo, I would like to include pelicans, sturgeon in the background, or literally any animal. And that includes the deer from Marty Minute's videos. Would that be okay, Marty? Because they're really popular. All right. So had to get that in, guys. Sorry about that. All right, let's get to go why we're here today. The State of De Pere gives us a chance to reflect on our progress, recognize where we're headed, and take pride in what we're building together as a community. So, on that note, let's dive in, because what we're building in De Pere right now is pretty special, and we have some stuff to cover. Let's begin with one of the most recognizable projects happening right now in the city, just a few blocks from here, the redevelopment of the former Shopco property, which marks one of the most significant investments ever in our downtown, minus what we approved last night. After sitting vacant for more than 6 years, we're finally about to breathe new life into this space. Opening this year is a 5-story, 90-room Town Place Suites by Marriott, designed to support both short and long-term stays. At 500 William Street, a new 60-unit market-rate multifamily building with first-floor retail space is nearing completion. These developments are part of a $70 million investment that also includes De Pere's, get this, first public parking ramp. We've arrived. Which will have 224 stalls and provide convenient access to our downtown for residents, visitors, and businesses alike. Worth noting, this project is funded through tax increment financing, not the general fund, and is expected to be completed this July. Not far from this Shopco development, the city is also excited for the opening of the De Pere Historical Society's new Heritage Center this summer. This project reflects a shared commitment to honoring our history while creating new opportunities for cultural programming, education, and community events. And like so many great things in De Pere, this effort would not be possible without the support of volunteers, donors, and community members who have helped bring this to life. On the west side of the downtown, we continue to elevate the experience of our alleys and public spaces. Last year, the alley near Pasquale's, and this has been mentioned, hosted pop-up weekly concerts. This year, the space will become a more permanent patio to support Nicolay Ale Works and Pasquale's, providing another outdoor space to enjoy in the downtown. Also on the west side, our engineering team is working on a design for a refresh of the Nicolay Square Alley with construction to occur in 2027. Do you think that needs a refresh? Yeah. This is one in a series of infrastructure improvements that aim to make the areas around Main and Reed as accessible and enjoyable as possible while we endure significant work being done to improve both streets. This work includes reconstruction of 3rd Street and 4th Street, north of Main Avenue. In addition to the alley work, the Hicks Square parking lot will be reconfigured and dumpster enclosure installed in the parking lot to service the buildings in the block. The work is being completed now in preparation of the city utilities relays on Main Avenue and Reed Street in 2027, and reconstruction, I know you're looking forward to this, of Main Avenue and Reed Street by the Wisconsin Department of DOT in 2028. We're very excited about that. The DOT was not going to do it until probably 2032 or 34. We got it moved up. It'll get done. So you can stop emailing me and calling me about complaints. Email your alderpersons. Moving on to the project that you may have heard about the last few days, if not the last 24 hours. I swear the meeting just got done about 10 minutes ago. Last night, the Common Council recommended approval of the terms and to prepare a development agreement with New Land Enterprises for development of the Front Street block, which you can see right now. The proposal, also $70 million, that sounds similar, includes an urban mixed-use development consisting of 198 residential units, of which 33 are condominiums, and 165 market-rate apartments, nearly 12,000 square feet of commercial space, over 250 interior parking spaces, significant residential amenities, and pedestrian-focused outdoor spaces. This project will provide very distinct, high-quality market-rate apartments and condominiums in downtown De Pere. The commercial spaces are currently planned to include restaurants with outdoor dining overlooking and along the waterfront. The proposed building blends contemporary architecture with traditional materials. In addition, George Street will be extended to Front Street and additional on-street parking along Broadway and Front Street. There will be a public art component adjacent to the Fox River Trail and the waterfront. Publicly accessible, pedestrian-focused plaza amenities will be included along the water, and a grand staircase and possible ramp will connect Broadway to the Fox River. You can see all this right now. For more information, go to the city's website or contact our Development Services Department. While there's a lot of excitement for our downtown right now, and rightfully so, we're also equally proud of the success and growth of our other business and industrial corridors. A wide range of manufacturing and businesses continue to expand in our business and industrial parks. The city is about to see the addition of a retail space to Main Avenue corridor as a new multi-tenant commercial space between Festival Foods and Ninth Street opens later this summer. Simply put, we are a community built on opportunity with approximately 800 businesses employing more than 15,000 people. That strong foundation continues to support steady and thoughtful growth across the city. Since 2020, the city and private sector have partnered to bring significant investment to De Pere, including more than 210,000 square feet of Class A office space and nearly 2 million square feet of manufacturing and warehousing space. We continue to see a strong pipeline of projects underway or moving through development agreements, much of it driven by businesses that already call De Pere home. And tying much of this growth together is the Southern Bridge Connector that we've been hearing about for 60 plus years. It's going on 70, correct, Troy? Yeah. The South Bridge Connector is now fully underway with major segments under construction and state federal and county partners, highlighting the project as a long-awaited regional transportation milestone. The Southbridge Connector project has moved from planning to active construction, making a significant step forward after decades of discussion and advocacy. We want to thank Brown County Executive Streckenbach for their leadership in this project. Governor Evers and Wisconsin DOT recently celebrated progress on the new I-41 and Southbridge interchange, noting that the Southbridge connector will reduce congestion, improve safety, and support economic development across the region. As construction continues, Brown County is advancing agency coordination and final designs for future segments, with additional phases scheduled through 2030. When complete, the Southbridge Connector will create a long-needed second Fox River crossing in De Pere, yes, a second bridge, improve east-west mobility, and strengthen regional connectivity between I-41 and I-43, supporting both local growth and a broader economic vitality of Northeast Wisconsin. Some changes you will start seeing sooner are the street renaming of Southbridge Road, Red Maple Road, and Rockland Road to a unified Generations Boulevard. The renaming of the corridor honors the First Nations and Menominee tribes' 7 generations Earth ethics philosophy, recognizing the first documented inhabitants of De Pere and their belief that every decision should benefit those who come long after us. We're very excited about that. Beyond our downtown and businesses, housing continues to be a major force as we go. In 2025, the city processed 135 building permits for new residential dwelling units, including 67 single-family homes, 8 duplex units, and 60 multifamily units. The city continues to evaluate new residential projects and recently approved the final plat for the second phase of the bungalows along Lawrence Drive. In the coming months, we will issue a request for proposal for a new 50-acre development site with the recently annexed area on the southwest side. This future neighborhood is being designed as a mixed-density development, offering a variety of housing types aimed at increasing housing options and affordability. We also recently approved a term sheet for an 82-unit apartment building near Lawrence Drive and Southbridge Road with the goal of breaking ground in 2027. At the same time, the city continues to take a proactive approach to housing affordability. We recently approved an agreement for the continued redevelopment of the former Humana campus. This project includes 4 42 multifamily buildings with at least 20% of units reserved for individuals earning no more than 80% of the county median income. The first building is already under construction with additional phases to follow. Also, to address affordable housing, we have created options like our Housing Affordability Fund and Home Improvement Loan Program. These provide residents with access to low-interest financing to improve their homes and remain in the community. We also partner with Habitat for Humanity on programs like Rock the Block. They are here tonight with us. Building on the 2024 Rock the Block initiative, we will move to our west side in the fall, bringing improvements to 30 homes in the neighborhood near Kelly Danon Park. Please contact the city or anyone here tonight for more information. As mentioned earlier, we also have Good Neighbor Week. It's coming this fall. Deadline, as mentioned, is May 15th for De Pere residents. Neighbors can nominate neighbors, and we encourage our community members to take advantage of this fantastic program. All the developments we mentioned tonight reflect a city that is growing with a purpose. We are supporting businesses, strengthening neighborhoods, preserving our history, and planning for the future. And most importantly, we are doing it in a way that reflects the values of the community that we serve. De Pere continues to be incredibly safe, and that is a direct reflection of the people who serve it. The De Pere Police Department and De Pere Fire Rescue continue to meet the ever-changing needs and challenges facing our community through training, forward-thinking investments in their staff and technology, and leading with compassion. Meanwhile, our city's health department continues to make tremendous impact as well. They continue to connect with residents through outreach, education, and community partnerships reinforcing the idea that strong relationships are at the heart of a healthy community. To all of our public safety teams, police, fire rescue, and health, thank you for all the work you do every day to protect and support our community. Supporting that safety and quality of life is the works of our Public Works Department. As our community grows, we continue to invest in the facilities and tools that allow our teams to deliver the level of service our residents expect. That includes the expansion of the Municipal Service Center, ensuring our Public Works and Parks teams have the space and resources needed to support our growing city. Notably, this past year, our Public Works Department has been recognized with state and national awards for both recycling and snow operations. Our award-winning service, whether it's Public Works, our fire department, building inspection, our engineering division, and so much more, is something we're not only very proud of, but something we continue to build on while managing the community's finances responsibly and transparently. This is reflected in our most recent independent audit. The city maintains a healthy fund balance and strong cash flow, helping us uphold a solid AA2 rating from Moody's. Moving on, while safety and development are critical, what truly brings a community to life are the spaces and experiences that we all share. De Pere continues to invest in parks, recreation, and programming in ways that serve residents of all ages, and in ways that create lasting memories for families across our community. I realize how people are kind of reacting. You're seeing the pictures here and you see yourself in the pictures. That's pretty cool. I can hear all that. We've been making, it's not just me, I guess. We've been making continuous improvements to the many parks in our city. This year, we will replace the aging equipment at Kearney Park. As our city continues to grow, we're also excited to announce the addition of a brand new city park in the Waterview Heights subdivision in the west side. We're proud to share that this new park will be named Volunteer Park, a name that carries great meaning. Volunteer Park is a wonderful tribute to volunteers from De Pere who did serve in the Civil War. More than 170 volunteers were enlisted in Company F and were part of the new 14th Wisconsin Regiment. During our nation's 250th anniversary, it's fitting that this new park joins other spaces in De Pere, Bicentennial, Legion, VFW, and Patriot Parks, in honoring our country and the many people who have bravely defended our freedoms. Moving on, I'd like to take a brief moment to thank all the people who give back to the community. Across the city, we have many formal boards and commissions. Together, these groups are made up of 84 volunteer board members, along with our elected officials who work together to examine important issues and help guide decisions that shape our community. Their contributions often happen behind the scenes, but their impact is felt everywhere. And starting this year, they will be joined by a brand new group that I'm very excited about. In 2026, we are launching the new Youth Commission. This commission was created to give young people in our community a seat at the table. It will serve as an advisory group to the Common Council, providing students with the opportunity to participate in local decision-making, share ideas, volunteer throughout De Pere, and offer perspectives on issues that impact their lives and the future. There will be 15 members in our inaugural Youth Commission. Here tonight are several of them. Please stand up if you're here, Youth Commission members. Stand up. Yeah. Stay standing. Thank you. You can stay standing. Please stay standing. Please stay standing. You're not done yet. You don't have to say anything, but you're not done yet. We are grateful for your willingness to give back to De Pere. The Youth Commission's first meeting is scheduled for later this month, and we're very excited to get them started. Stay standing. With all other volunteers on our boards and commissions that we would like to recognize, would they all please stand up? So in addition to Youth Commission, if you are a member of a board, commission, or committee, please stand up right now. Where are we? We're out there. Hey, give them a hand. These are your friends, these are your neighbors, these are your family members, these are the folks that shape De Pere. To all the volunteers who give their time, energy, and talents to De Pere, we truly appreciate everything you do. Once again, thank you very much. As we've discussed here tonight, there are many wonderful things happening here in De Pere. We're on the horizon of new parks, new buildings, new opportunities, but remain committed to meeting them together with the same quality and spirit that has always made De Pere special. De Pere is a city that continues to move forward with a purpose. We are growing tremendously and thoughtfully. We are investing responsibly, and we're building something that reflects the values of the people who call this community home. And none of this happens without all of you. To our residents, businesses, city staff, volunteers, and community partners, thank you. Your commitment, your energy, and your belief in this community are what make De Pere such a beautiful, welcoming place. Thank you again to everyone who made this night possible. Thank you to our sponsors, to our partners, to the Mulva Cultural Center for hosting. Our evening's not finished. We hope you enjoy the food and an opportunity to connect in the atrium afterwards. I am so proud to call De Pere home, to have all of you here tonight, and I look forward to everything we will continue to accomplish together. Thank you much. Thanks.
Go get food now.